oh, I just got monetized, or, and not that I'm hating, but I'm just like, and I guess after they realized like I wasn't just gonna lie and say that the product was good because it was free, they didn't want to collab with me anymore. P. Diddy, Sean Combs, the Diddler. All right, guys, I'm gonna start off with my Vitamin Enriched Face Base by Bobbi Brown. If you have not tried this or used this yet, you are missing out. It is probably hands down one of the best moisturizers. Now, I will say this, and I've said it before, I do suffer from eczema, and when I have a flare up, I can't use it. And that's just because the vitamin C in it is very strong. It has grapefruit and geranium in it, but guys, it's the truth. If you want like really pretty, glowy, hydrated skin, it has the primer built in, and it also is the moisturizer in general. All right, so I'm gonna be using one of my favorite foundations, Nars. Nars is the girl that she thinks that she is. Nars, this foundation is just so amazing. I'm gonna try this new brush. I've had it for a while. I just haven't used it yet. It's supposed to be, I think I got it for like concealer just because it has like that triangle shape. I'm gonna try it today, see what it does. This foundation, if you haven't used it, it has a matte finish. It is, to me, it's kind of medium to full coverage. The shade that I'm using is Tahoe, so if you're an NC42 and MAC for reference, this shade would be perfect for you. So this is the brush. I think I got it when I went to Texas, I'm pretty sure. But I don't like it because I just feel like I think I got it for concealer, just because I don't know, those type of paint brushes when you are doing your foundation, I don't like those. I like the ones that's more circular or flat. I just feel like they blend better, and this actually hurts really bad. I don't know if the bristles are like kind of short in it, but yeah, that hurts my face. Maybe I'll use that brush for concealer, because I mean, I ain't going back to Texas no time soon. But yeah, that hurt my face. I don't like that. So this is a brush right here from Japanese. So I like these type of brushes because I can stipple with it, just that bouncing motion, or I can use circular motions, and it just, the foundation will blend right in. You guys, I already know I'm going in with my holy grail. This is the e.l.f. Camo, the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This one is in the shade Medium Warm. So it has a very yellowy undertone to it. I feel like my brown girls, they could rock the hell out of this concealer. It's very bright on me, but I feel like, you know, because it has that yellowy undertone to it, it'll look great on you if you're brown. And then, of course, I'm going to be using my Lancome Teint Idol. This is the Ultra Wear Makeup Stick. I get the shade 510 because I like to use this to contour with. I have this Dior contour stick, and they're both, well, this one is, they're both cool tones, because this one is 510C and then this one is medium. You guys are like, what the hell? Just show us what they look like side by side. So you can tell this is the Dior one, very, very cool tone. Even though this one says it's cool tone, it looks more warm tone to me. So I typically like the Lancome one a little better. I don't know where that accent came from, but you know, my London gal accent tends to jump out a wee bit. Kind of excited because I am actually in a process of getting ready. I have an influencer call with this brand at like 2, and so I'm just kind of doing my makeup for that. I'm not going super dramatic or anything today. It's just, you know, this is just one of my average natural beats. This is like a chitty chat. Oh, I don't want makeup on my clothes. It's like a chitty chat video between us girls. So not much, honestly, not much has been going on in my life. I am gonna be doing a best and worst video because a lot of times as content creators, we try a lot of products so the public doesn't necessarily have to. I'm just going over this because I want more bronzy look. But we end up trying and buying a lot of products so the general public doesn't necessarily have to. And so I have a best and worst video kind of coming up, and I'm just going to be telling you the best products that I bought this year along with the worst products that I have bought this year. And you know, it's just my favorites. You know, it doesn't necessarily, it might be something that you see that you're like, oh no girl, that product is bomb, but it just didn't work for me. And being that I work in the makeup industry, I like to have options. I like to be able to show you guys a high-end foundation that is just bomb.com that you can't live without, but also for the girlies who want an affordable option, I like to have that as well. So that's just what we're gonna be doing. So hopefully you tune in. Hopefully you are subscribing to the channel so that you don't miss out on any of this content. I just recently started getting on Threads, and it's not that I don't like Threads. I just feel like I'm tired of seeing like the post about, oh, I just got monetized, or and not that I'm hating, but I'm just like, the people who are posting, oh, I made $3,000 this month off of my content. You guys need to jump on it if you want to be a content creator, blah, blah, blah. I just want anybody that has any interest in becoming a social media influencer to understand I've been doing content creation for a while now. I've not gotten paid off of any of my content. I have, however, gotten PR. If you don't know what PR is, it's just basically free product that brands send you to promote their product. In fact, the dress that I'm wearing right now was sent to me by a brand, and you know, not everybody is gonna like jump online and make $3,000. It doesn't work like that. In order for you to understand how YouTube works, you have to have 1,000 followers and you have to have 4,000 watched hours. So that means your audience has to be tuned in. Doesn't matter, you can make 4,000 watch hours off of one video. You can make it might take you several videos, but it just doesn't happen overnight. And I think some of these content creators that are making big bucks have, you know, they've built up their social platforms to be able to do that. Hell, on TikTok, you have to have 10,000 followers before you can even get into the creator program. So it's not easy as some people make it out to be. Can you do it? Hell yeah, you can do it if you have dedication. Where's my brow stuff? If you have dedication, this is what I'm using. This is the vanilla loose setting powder from Anastasia, and then of course I'm gonna be using the chocolate brow powder. It takes a while. I don't want anybody to get discouraged, because it's like when you see other people getting to the money, it's very inspiring. Very, very inspiring. It's kind of like, hell yeah, I want financial freedom. I want to make an extra $3,000 a month just posting my content. But, you know, you have to build up your platform to be able to do that. And then another thing that people don't tell you, it could take 1 million views to even get to that 3,000. So just in case you were wondering, in case people just make it look easy and you feel like you can just post and then hit those numbers, it don't work like that for everybody. But social media is fun. I don't know if you guys just checked out my new pictures that I just posted, but they're fire. Fire, fire. Also, I got some really exciting news. So you guys know my favorite lashes of all time. Like, I have so many packs of these. Like, I love these. These are my favorite lashes. So this is by a brand called BTLL, I guess BT Lash, you know. But they reached out to me and they didn't send me these, but they want to work with your girl. So I'm excited because I absolutely love the product and I love promoting things that I love, because why would I wear it if I don't believe in it? I'm just gonna zoom you in a little bit. So I want to make you guys laugh. I had a brand reach out to me. They saw my wig install on some of my other videos and they were like, hey, we saw your content, we would love to work with you. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, let me check out the brand, see what it's given. Ciao. They asked me to choose the wig that I wanted off of their website. So I chose it, but you know, they have affiliate links on Amazon or whatever. So I went to Amazon, and as always, because what I like to do before I order anything off of Amazon, I like to read the comments. I want to know what the people have to say about your product. Oh, baby. So they gave me these choices of like these colorful wigs. One was blue and black, one was red. These are colors that I've never worn. Like, I'm just not a color hair girl. Like, I mean, I've had red before, but it wasn't like bright red. So these was like some of the most interesting wigs. But I felt like I could make it work. I felt like it would be, you know, a change. You guys would get to see the anime K jump out. So I'm reading the reviews and it's not a lot of positive reviews. People are just basically saying, you know, I've had this wig for a week and then it started just basically tangling up. Some people were like, oh, it's mixed with a synthetic blend and you guys are promoting 100% human hair. And I was just like, okay, if this is what the people are saying and these people are spending their money, I'm not the type of person that's gonna be like, oh, this is so amazing just because I get sent free product. Like, you guys, if you've seen my very first wig review that I did that this company sent me, you know, I gave a very honest review on it. But I will say this, I did reach back out to the brand and I told them, because, you know, they were asking if I wanted to proceed with the collab. And I told them, I said, you know, I will proceed with the collab, but I'm just going to give you a very honest review after my install. I'm not going to just jump up and say, oh, this wig is thebomb.com and it's not what it is. I said, you know, I'm building my audience organically. My supporters, they trust my opinion. They trust that I'm going to tell them what it is and what it ain't. And I guess after they realized like I wasn't just gonna lie and say that the product was good because it was free, they didn't want to collab with me anymore. And honestly, that's what it's all about, integrity. Because you get some of these influencers, and I hate to say it, but you know, there are a couple of influencers like Michaela, who's like one of the bigger creators on TikTok, and also Glamzilla, who they only promote, or they only seem to promote, like luxury brands. But you know, these girls are getting pretty much 6-figure deals off of these products. And so I don't want to be that person that is basically lying to my audience for a check. So I was gonna keep it funky. So the palette that I'm using, this is the Maddie Zeigler palette. I have been using it for the last couple days. I've had this palette since it came out, and it just wasn't one that I really touched. Like, honestly, some of these colors are still untouched in this palette. But, you know, it's a very pretty palette. I'm not into like the colorful colors that much anymore. I wish that I could get into it because I don't know what ever really made me stop. But I like the fact that the palette offers versatility. So you can do a neutral look like this, but you can also do something very dramatic with it. I'm going in with my e.l.f. Roller Lash Mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras. It is so affordable, but you know, it's supposed to be the dupe of the Benefit Roller Lash. This one is called Lash and Roll. Probably said Roller Lash, but whatever. I'm just putting some at the bottom. I very rarely do liner on the bottom. It's just not really my thing. I mean, it does make my eyes stand out, but you know, it's not a requirement for my makeup looks. Oh yeah, that looks good. So of course I'm gonna be using my favorite TikTok shop lashes. So I know, kind of like, let me zoom you out, off topic about makeup. Ciao. I know that y'all seen this stuff going on with the Diddler, aka Sean Combs. I hope that they lock his ass under the jail cell and throw away the key. I'm just not a fan of P. Diddy. Sean Combs. The Diddler. I'm not a fan of this man. Like, I just think he is a disgusting human being. And I think, you know, I think a lot of other people are gonna go down with him. I don't think this man is... I think what's gonna happen is, in order for him to not get as much jail time, I think he's going to sing like a little birdie. And I'm not mad at it at all, because he's just a disgusting human being. Like, from sex trafficking, racketeering, drugging people, like, sir, what you do in the dark is always gonna come to light. It doesn't matter if you think that you got away with it. Doesn't matter if they haven't caught up to you in a couple years. Eventually, it is going to come to light. And I saw the day of his arrest, like 20-something CEOs stepped down from their position from like large, like the music industry, major companies. Like, to me, that's just not a coincidence. And like I said, that man gonna sing like a bird, and slowly but surely a lot of people are gonna start falling. And the only person I'm not gonna say the only person that I respect, but the one person that stood on business out of this whole ordeal was Aubrey from Danity Kane. That girl has been screaming that Diddy was a POS since she was kicked out of Danity Kane, honey. So I don't know, like, it's crazy how it's all playing out. I will say, I hate the fact that for years Dawn tried to make it seem like she just had not too long ago put out a statement about Diddy saying that, oh, you know, their experiences wasn't my experience. But I do feel like, you know, sometimes we go back to, I'm not gonna say we, because I have not been in that position, but what I've seen is people end up going back to their abusers because they're just so used to being abused that they feel like that is normal. And for a long time, Dawn kind of felt like the only way for her to stay afloat in the music industry was to be connected to Diddy, because she knew that she was going to get work. And, you know, that man controlled a big portion of the industry. So I do, I appreciate the fact that she's coming out now, excuse me, and telling her story. But, you know, for a while, she kind of made it seem like the other girls just was lying, when all along their experiences were her experience. She just still had bills to pay. And I hate that for her. But I hope it works out, because all of those people need justice. So the palette that I used was my Juvias Place. This is the tan palette. And then this is a beautiful blush. This is by Bobbi Brown in the shade Pale Pink. As you can see, it just gives you like a really pretty doll baby pink look. So gorgeous. A lot of people were comparing this to the Dior Rosy Glow, but I feel like this stands out from the Dior Rosy Glow because I don't feel like I have to use as much product. Very pretty. I'm gonna go in with my setting spray just to kind of soften the powders under the eye. This one is by e.l.f. This is the Hydro Grip setting spray, the dewy one. Why did I say Hydro Grip? This is Power Grip. Woo! Yes, girl. So see, like with my natural hair, it's just really hard trying to wear weave and wear natural hair because baby, one thing that hair gonna do is it's gonna curl up. It's gonna curl up. All right, for my lip liner, I'm going to be using Bite Me by Morphe. This is so stunning. It is a dupe to the Chestnut by MAC. This is gorgeous. This liner, that liner is gorgeous. Hands down, Morphe, y'all. Morphe has some of the best liners. I think the majority of the liners that I use is by Morphe. Like, I have a whole... I had a whole thing of liners. I don't know where they're at, but yeah, Morphe has really good lip liners. I had a lipstick. I don't know what I did with it, so I'm just gonna use my favorite. This one is Bare All by Morphe. So it's a nude color, very pale. And then I'm gonna go over that with my Sephora. This one is in the shade 07 Outrageous. So I'm gonna use that on top. And the Sephora brand has really good lip gloss because this just makes my lips look so juicy. All right, and lastly, I'm just gonna be using my Bobbi Brown highlighter. This one is in the shade Quartz Glow. And I'm just gonna put some of that just right on top. Very, very pretty. I'm gonna put some on my nose, on my chin. I haven't really worn highlighter like that much lately, but I'm starting to get back into it because it just looks so beautiful. It elevates any makeup look. Right, so I just put my earrings in. These are some of my favorite earrings. I got them from Shein. I will link them below because they still have them. Very, very beautiful earrings. They are the dupes to the Sky Pirelli. So guys, this is going to complete this look. Very pretty, very glam, but still very soft. Guys, I'm gonna be doing my best and my worst makeup products that I bought this year. Please stay tuned for that video, and you can do so by subscribing, okay? Like, comment, subscribe, don't forget. And yeah, that just completes this makeup look. Thank you guys so much for sticking around throughout this little chit chat. I will see you guys in my next video. All the products that I use gonna be listed below in the description bar. So yeah, I'll see you guys later.